A man reproduces himself through his child, so when he leave here, he can just smile. But I see fit to stay here a while, maybe buy a timeshare somewhere, rock bumwear, beach chair, write a book each year. You can write yourself out of your blessings. Wreck your Lambo the first stages by driving too reckless. Time is too precious, these some obvious lessons. Please remind me to watch my step while I balance on edges, ski on the slopes of life. Slide down the Ave at night, watching them graphing graffiti on walls, that's the sight. Cars from Germany, I be pushing the fastest type. Looking at real estate, brother, I need the asking price. Imagine another rapper making me perspire. I got more styles and more flows, plus I'm much flyer. I got more heights to reach, but I'm already higher. I'm already on to the next thing. Peace and bless, King.
All right, let's get it started. With help with the camera was on. Welcome, people. It's What It Takes. It's Monday, first Monday in June. Summertime is upon us. The kids are home. I just found out how much I actually spend at Costco to where they refund. I have the executive membership, so I actually got money back, and it's actually worth the price, although I still tried to get a discount. But shouts out to Costco, shouts out to the executive membership. I actually pay. I don't know how this works, but I actually pay for my own membership. Man, I have clients moving in today coming from Iowa. So I get to go see them as well. But without further delay, guys, remember to like, subscribe, share. There it is, the ticker on the bottom. Please like, subscribe, and share. Remember, I'm dropping these every Monday. Any questions? Let me flip this for you so you know who to call and what number to call. That's the number. Please call me, Mike Seville, your real estate guide here in Palm Beach County. Of course, on Mondays, right around 4. I've been dropping it a little bit. I think last week I dropped it a little after 4 o'clock. So after 4 o'clock, I'm dropping What It Takes. I'm actually filming it in the morning. Can you see the glow? Can you see how excited I am to start this day? I actually am. And then, of course, on Wednesdays, it starts with me. Go and check out the brother Joel, who's doing his thing on the show. 12:30 is when it drops. And then, of course, on Fridays, it's Community Beacon. Check that show out. We had an awesome show last week, Friday. This is Father's Month. Happy Father's Month. Let's start that today. Let's start Father's Month today. Appreciate you all. And Joel, actually, happy birthday to the brother Joel. Last week was his birthday. So happy belated birthday on the show. We should have had something on the other show, but of course, I didn't know. All right, so let's get into this, people. Real quick, this was something that I thought was interesting. Let's see if I can go there. Okay, boom. 6 Fed agencies plan automated appraisal change. 6 federal regulatory agencies issued a request for public comment on a proposed rule they say will ensure the credibility and integrity models used in real estate valuations. The proposed rule, quality control standards for automated valuation models, blah, 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 would specifically create quality control standards for, can we cut through this so I can get rid of it? Used by mortgage originators and secondary market issuers to value real estate used as collateral when securing a mortgage loan. This basically talks about how much your home is worth. This is the appraisal process. The proposed rule is now accepting comments before it's finalized or changed. All these agencies are seeking comment. Department of the Treasury, Federal Reserve System, Federal Deposit and Insurance Company, FDIC, okay, that's the banks, National Credit Union Administration, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, Federal Housing Finance Agency, which I'm assuming FHA is a part of. Under the proposal, institutions using AVMs must adopt policies. I actually have a lender that was telling me about this, and control systems to ensure that AVMs adhere to quality control standards. All 6 agencies released a similar media announcement claiming that the ultimate goal of rulemaking is to ensure a high level of confidence in AVM estimates once established. New rules should help limit data manipulation, avoid conflicts of interest. So basically, people don't want to have their homes, definitely don't want your homes undervalued. At the same time, you don't want it to be overvalued. The banks definitely don't want it to be overvalued. AVMs are part of the real estate valuation process. here's where I love. There's a danger that a historic pattern of discrimination will become a part of future AVM valuations. All right, let's read this entire sentence. Let's get the context. AVMs are part of the real estate valuation process, driven in part by advances in database and modeling technology and availability of larger property data sets. While advances, how about we should start off on the appraiser should live at least in the county. If you send an appraiser out that does the evaluation, they should at least live, I would even say, within like a 20-mile radius. Let's get hyper localized with these evaluation models. Data evaluating what, this is people's biggest asset. We want to be very accurate with exactly what's going on. It says, since historic home sale data is used as a basis in most AVM models, I remember my mentor, Jim, would say, appraisers are the only ones who use the past to predict the future. It was a weird. I have to bring Jim on because he has to say it, and it was funny. I'm butchering it. There's a danger that historic patterns of discrimination will become part of future AVM evaluations. Comments must be received within 60 days. So I got this article, and it's not exactly saying what I thought it was talking about, but essentially, what I thought they was going to make it a lot more. There's talks about some appraisals being discriminatory, because of they're saying the people who live, if there's the ethnicity group of the people who actually live in the property, they've had all these, and I don't really try to pay too much attention to the news. And I know a couple of appraisers, and I'm normally spot on when we do the appraisal model. Sometimes you have to blame your realtor because your realtor is, especially if the appraiser is coming from out of town, et cetera, like they're relying on a lot of different data that's, aggregated online through the internet by whatever means. So you need to be ready to have information as to why this house is contracted at this price and have things to back it up. So hopefully that works out. Let me stop sharing this one. Let me go back to there's one article that I wanted to really share. So that's end of real estate. Real estate, we had a little over 4,400 homes that sold last week, and 5,900 came on the market. We're at around 27,000 homes that are on the multiple listing service between the three counties, which is, I'm always going to relay it back to 2017, which is or actually 2019. 2020, which is about half of what we had there. So I think we're going to continue seeing home prices where they are because we still have a high demand for homes. We are starting to see multiple offers coming back into the equation. Multiple offers. I just saw someone who had 20 offers on a property that they lost out on. So if you're out looking for a property, you have to still be aggressive. Toastmasters is gonna kill me. Okay, let me do this one. This is end of real estate news. Let's just, can I take it off? I didn't even put real estate news on there. Okay, perfect. This is what I wanted to share before I get off of here so I can get to work. I thought this was beautiful. And you can use this for so many different ways of positivity of how you can make a difference and how just starting makes a difference. Let's read this. As y'all know, I'm a historic geek, so I follow places like Historical Leaks on Instagram because I just love to learn about history and real history. So it says in the early 1990s, this Brazilian photojournalist Sebastião Ribeiro Salgado was stationed in Rwanda to cover the genocide. The experience left him traumatized. In 1994, when he returned to his home in, I'm not even going to try, in Brazil, Sebastião was hoping to find solace in the lush green forest of his childhood. Instead, he discovered that his home had turned into a dusty, barren land for miles and miles, devoid of any wildlife. Look at what it looked like in 2000. He had returned in 1994. So it says the land was sick as I was. Only about 0.5% of the land was covered in trees. It was at that time that his wife, Layla, proposed that they replant the entire forest. So that's your reported idea. Great idea, Layla. Inspirational. And the two of them spent the next 20 years planting 2.7 million trees. This resulted in the recovery of 1,500 acres of rainforest, and the site eventually became home to 293 plant species, 172 bird species, 33 animal species, some of which were on the verge of extinction. Obrigado. Obrigado to our Brazilian neighbors. I looked at this and I thought, wow. I mean, because the great thing about this is that they had the pictures and it was something tangible. But even when we relate it to our lives, if you just started now being intentional with the seeds that you plant, I'm preaching on Monday. If you get intentional on the seeds that you plant, look at the difference that it makes. What did they say? Within 20 years. Was it in 20 years? 0.5% levels so sick, blah, blah, blah. In next 20 years, they planted 2.7 million trees. And this is what happened. 1,500 acres. Please, people, be intentional with the seeds that you plant. Come from a place of love. Because think about this. Even they say so within, so without, so without, so within. So he said, I was sick as my surroundings. And then his wife inspired him and they both did it together. They got together and this is what they created. What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful story. If you can share this story, you can just think about this story, just using it within your life, man. This definitely brought motivation and inspiration to me about what I plan on doing. So guys, I appreciate you staying with me. Let me log out of here so you can see my beautiful face. I actually thought my camera would. And I removed myself. Hey, how you doing, guys? Any questions about real estate specifically in Palm Beach County, Northern Palm Beach County, let me know. We'll talk. Other than that, I want you all to have an excellent week. I'm hoping that the kiddos have an excellent and fun-filled and great summer. Read some books, guys. Read some.
A man reproduces himself through his child, so when he leave here, he can just smile. But I see fit to stay here a while, maybe buy a timeshare somewhere, rock bumware, beach chair, write a book each year. You can write yourself out of your blessings, wreck your Lambo the first day just by driving too reckless. Time is too precious, these some obvious lessons. Please remind me to watch my step while I balance on edges, ski on the slopes of life, slide down the Ave at night, watching them graphing graffiti on walls, that's the sight. Cars from Germany, I be pushing the fastest type. Looking at real estate, brother, I need to ask in price. Imagine another rapper making me perspire. I got more styles and more flows, plus I'm much flyer. I got more heights to reach, but I'm already higher. I'm already on to the next thing. Peace and bless, King.